Studies show that one thing you can do to immediately enhance the quality of your life is to be grateful. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Name's Lindeezy, and today we're going to talk about all the wonderful things you can do in Austin during the summer, like Barton Springs, Lake Austin, and the Greenbelt. But today we're going to be specifically talking about Barton Springs pool and how being grateful will immediately impact the quality of your life in a positive way. Before we kick off the video, I have a goal of trying to get 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So if I provide any value in this video, please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. And let's get into the video. So it was 4th of July and one of my best friends was having a meetup at Barton Springs pool, and I had never been before. I actually did. I had one experience where I went and I didn't get in because the way it works out is you have to buy a ticket from a kiosk and then you get in line finally, and then you're able to kind of go in. And so the first time I tried to go in, I ended up waiting in line, and it was a pretty busy day that day as well, and ended up getting to the front, and we couldn't get in because we did not buy a ticket. I wasn't gonna wait in line again, so we just scrapped it and went home. But since I had that first blunder, I knew this time I was gonna be able to get in for sure. I make my way over there, but the first thing I do is stop at this place called Biscuits and Groove. If you've never been there, run, don't walk. It's an amazing place to go if you like biscuits and gravy. I get the Gloria personally. They have 2 different locations across Austin. Highly recommend you check those out. So the first thing I did after Biscuits and Groove was to find parking. If you are an Austinite or do anything in Austin on any busy day like the 4th of July or the weekend, parking is always an issue. But once you find that spot, you'll be on your way. And as I'm walking across Barton Springs, you get these amazing views of the city from downtown. Zoka will be another video I'll do at some point, but we bring our dog there all the time, so I'll have that video up at some point. And if you don't know too much about Barton Springs, it's a natural spring-fed pool right in the heart of downtown Austin. If you hop in, it is super cool, but it is so worth it on a hot day. It took me a good 20 minutes to find my friends once we got in. The signal gets kind of bad once you're in there. I suggest when you do pull up together with a good group of friends and y'all just walking together at the same time. For some reason, I don't know, I have AT&T, I don't know if that was the issue, but I had a hard time finding them. But alas, we found them and it was a fantastic time. Just know they are a bit strict with certain things. They don't allow for alcohol, they don't allow for big coolers, so just keep that in mind before you go. Learn from my mistake. Make sure you read the rules before you go. You don't want to have to turn around because of something silly that you didn't know about, because it is definitely worth the wait in line to get in. And alternatively, if you don't want to pay, there is a section not too far actually you can walk in and it's totally free. It's just something about being out and about in the sun with a lot of your friends that make you feel super grateful. I had an amazing time. It was my first time going to Barton Springs. Initially, I thought it was going to be a terrible time just because of the first experience I had. But Devin is a really good friend of mine, so it was his birthday. I said I'm going to go out there for him. Ended up having the best time I had in Austin for a while, actually. All right, and with that, let's get to why being grateful can change your life for the better. We can find things to be grateful for in almost every facet of our life. We just have to look hard enough. We all grew up hearing, be grateful, it is better to give than to receive, all the sayings that sound like they belong in a Hallmark card. But I want to share with you today that there are actual tangible results proven by studies that show that being grateful can have a very positive impact on your life. We all go through it. We have our good days, our bad days, but regardless of the type of day we're having, we can always take just a bit of time to think about what we're grateful for. And that will definitely in some way inspire positivity in your life. I'm a big advocate for feeling your feelings. If you're mad or irritated or frustrated, go through those feelings for sure. I'm not saying to stuff it into a bag and throw it away, but what I am saying is that once you do feel it, once you get past those really tough, hard emotions, think about how even in this situation, what can I choose to be grateful for? So recently, one of my favorite uncles passed away, and it was actually pretty tragic. He was my favorite uncle growing up. I just remember all the times that he used to take me out on the porch in New Orleans, and we used to play like all the oldies together. He'd have his beer, I'd have my Kool-Aid, and we would rock out the whole night. He is the reason why I enjoyed Isley Brothers so much, Teddy Pendergrass, Zapp and Roger. If you haven't heard of these guys, check it out. You're missing out. And unfortunately, when he did pass away, it was a tragic experience. Again, I felt it. I went through those emotions. But one bright side about that is we got to bring the family together, and I got to see some family I hadn't seen in several years. And it was really cool to reconnect with them and to really celebrate his life all together as a family. I give this example to show that life is tough a lot of times, and I don't want to give a simple message without showing the extremes of what it feels like to maybe be sad or depressed about things. And for that, definitely get professional help. But in any situation, regardless of how minute or how grave it is, you can always be thankful for something, even if it's one small little thing. And that gratefulness will start to hopefully turn the direction of how things are going around in your life. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for my relationship with Christ. I wake up every day and I just think, wow, I am very blessed to be in the position I'm in, and I should give back in some way. I'm thankful for some of the best friends I could ever ask for. Comment below some of the things you're thankful for that you may have overlooked kind of going through the ebb and flow of life. Okay, now you get it. So this week, I challenge you to take just 5 minutes a day at the end of your day or at the beginning of your day, maybe both, to write down one or two things that you're grateful for that happened on that specific day. And so y'all know I'm not lying. Regular gratitude journaling has been shown to increase optimism by 5 to 15% on a daily basis and increase sleep quality by 25%. If you can do that one small thing just to increase the quality of your life, why wouldn't you do that? Or if you want to mix it up, maybe you can tell people how grateful that you are for them and how you enjoy them being in your life and how you enjoy them taking the time to call you every now and then on the phone. Send little messages like that. I do that all the time with some people that I love. I just tell them I love them, I appreciate them, and you being so positive will be infectious and it'll help them out, maybe whatever they're going through at the time. All right, that's it. I'm very grateful that you watched this video all the way to the end. I appreciate it. See you next week.